Hello, hello, and welcome back as I prepare to thwart another token effort from an opponent that clearly doesn't care anymore in XCOM, The Long War. And I'm not trying to fire shots at the aliens here. Well, I mean, literally, yes, I'm firing shots at them, lots of shots, but figuratively, I'm not trying to fire shots at the aliens. I'm not trying to call them out on the carpet for turning in what was very clearly a token effort last episode. It really felt like they were just phoning it in. They sent an abduction mission with 10 aliens on it. 10. Come on, man. What the hell was that? That's like putting Michael Gambon as Richard Harris as Dumbledore in the Harry Potter films, aliens. Did you really expect that I wouldn't notice when you start sending in the budget Dumbledore? I mean, I'm a not smart man, but I'm at least a somewhat reasonably observant man. There's only one Albus Dumbledore, and Michael Gambon ain't fucking it. Aliens, you gotta do better than that, man. You gotta do better. Let's head up to Mission Control then, just get to scanning and see if this time they try and foist off Terrence Howard on us as Don Cheadle as today's Rhodey Rhodes.
Contact detected.
Nope, it's another terror mission in Brazil because this is every fucking mission now. This is really... every mission. Every mission is just a terror mission in Brazil. I should just let the aliens have it. If only so they'll leave it alone. I let them have it and I go raid the alien base. I'm so sick of this terror mission bullshit. Also, where are the aliens getting these resources? They've launched 4 swarming terror missions. I'm assuming this is swarming because it's gonna be. In like 2 weeks. We had a terror mission that was flying around on the 3rd that didn't land. Who the fuck knows what that did? We've got one here. I'm tired of terror missions. Build 15 really has a lot of fucking horseshit shenanigans going on. I honestly, I don't recommend Build 15. I love XCOM a lot, and I enjoyed the Long War. Build 13 I liked. File Reports Build 14 was great. Build 15, I can't recommend it. If you're gonna play the Long War, try Build 13. It's just better. Anyway. Whatever. Also, the Dumbledore thing, back to my original point before I got interrupted with this fucking bullshit. That's really not fair. I mean, I can't say they sent in a budget Dumbledore. Richard Harris, the actor that played the original Dumbledore, actually died while they were shooting it, so they only used Michael Gambon as the budget Dumbledore because they didn't have an option. Bumble Dumbledore? It would have been great if his first name had been Bumble. Bumble Dumbledore. Sounds way less heroic, though. You wouldn't expect Bumble Dumbledore to show up and save the day. So they didn't really have a choice. I mean, the real McGillicuddy was no longer available. Richard Harris died. They didn't have a choice. But and also the Terrence Howard thing, now that I think about it, doesn't really work either because Terrence Howard wasn't the budget Terrence Howard. Did that not produce a terror mission? What the fuck was that? Did they do a terror mission or not? I mean, I'm supposed to get a chance to, like, stop that, right? Or do the aliens just get free terror missions now? What the panic didn't even go up. What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to make a Terrence Howard joke here about how the budget Rhodey Rhodes was actually the more expensive one, and fucking XCOM is thwarting me. It won't even let me make the joke. I guess the XCOM demands that I should have gone for the standard Dick York, Dick Sargent sort of switch. They wanted the Bewitched reference. I don't know, it doesn't really feel fair. Also, you know what? That was a situation, again, sort of where they didn't really have a choice. Dick York, the actor that played the original Darren Stevens on Bewitched, also got hurt and just couldn't do it anymore. And that's why they brought in Dick Sargent. Or was it Dick Sargent that replaced Dick York? Fuck, I don't remember. Dick York, Dick Sargent, Sergeant York. It's a Wayne's World thing. Honestly, the one thing I think we can all agree on about the Bewitched switch is that switching either of the Dicks for Will Ferrell was a bad move. Because the movie version of Bewitched, that is fucking terrible. It eats more shit than a starving dung beetle. That was awful. Muton corpses for... sure. Hey, chat, feel free to name this new tactical corporal as well. I'm calling you chat, even though I'm actually not streaming right now. Just I got a Twitch hangover, I guess. Feel free to name that person, too. Let's get you a gender. It's all on you now, because I'm just too lazy. I'm so drained by the Long War, I can't be bothered anymore to even name my own troopers. Soledad Blitz Quintana, so a third female for you to name. There you go. Make yourselves busy. And don't think I forgot about that either, by the way. It's just I record these episodes a whole bunch at a time, so there's a little bit of a backlog. As soon as I get some names in, I'll just probably pick some of the first suggestions, as long as they meet the criteria, and make some female troopers. And now suddenly the terror mission is in What the fuck? XCOM. So hold on a minute. The aliens sent a Terra mission to India that didn't actually happen. That one disappeared. Then suddenly that Terra mission is in Brazil. It does a thing, makes the panic alarm go off, but the actual Terra mission happens in fucking Mumbai? Clearly, Build 15 is the definitive edition of XCOM The Long War. Really doesn't have any problems at all whatsoever. It's totally cool. Urban large structure, a single large building that will require entry. Well, that sucks, because that means our snipers are going to be remarkably ineffective. I still need to take one, and I think that one is going to be Van Dorn. This is going to be like the laundry? It can't be the laundry, because I don't think the laundry is eligible for Terra missions. I have no idea what this is going to be. I'm going to trust that, oh, you know, it's going to... Never mind, I know exactly which map it's going to be. It's going to be the map I fucking hate, and I'm sure they'll start me next to the dumpster, which is going to be a situation I won't even be able to fight my way out of. We're going to save, like, one civilian. And honestly, you know what? That might be my goal. I'm just going to try and save a civilian. I'm sick of Terra missions. I really am just... I'm sick to fucking death of them. They're way, 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 way too common. Way too common. Also, I have no idea where the aliens are getting the resources to launch all of these Terra missions, because it's not like they're harvesting. They haven't landed a UFO that we haven't stopped in an eternity. I'm real salty. Ugh. Token effort. That's what it is. It's just token effort after token effort, and then fucking Terra mission. I'm sorry. I'm out of commentary. I really am. Just, hey, let's talk about the whole Darren Stevens switch there. Dick York, Dick Sargent. Which one did you like better? Me, I was always surprisingly comfortable with the second Darren Stevens. I mean, I thought he was okay. I know he got a lot of hate, but I think the second Darren Stevens doesn't necessarily get the credit he deserved. He was good. Also, didn't they switch somebody else on Bewitched? Bewitched did that like twice. It wasn't just the Dick York, Dick Sargent thing. I thought they switched another actor. Was it the Mother Witch, whose name I don't remember? Didn't they switch her too? I think they did. Shadow devices. We're gonna need like 1 trillion of these. So yeah, Mind Shield, Chameleon Suit, Shadow Device. Assault Team. Well, I'm going top of the line. Steve Irwin. Yes, I need killer assaults here. Alloy cannon for you. On a swarming Terra mission anymore, as much as I'd like to try and think about maybe making captures a possibility, Terra missions are simply too dangerous. We could be looking at like 5 ethereals on this. They have the Terra missions now, just they're ridiculously overpowered. It's getting to be kind of a pain in the dick, really. Servo. Steve is fine. Servo, or not servo. Shredder ammo, breaching ammo, motion tracker, and Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt, of course, the other half of Team Ass Kicker, Titan armor, and alloy cannon. And we're gonna go with shredder ammo, breaching ammo here as well. Also, of course, motion tracker. Got you taken care of. Alright, what else? We've got a scout. We need a gunner. Jane Sporty Spice Austin. You know what? I think no. I want to keep a tube slot open for Sporty Spice. You know what? Shaka Zulu will be good enough. He's not great, but I think he'll be serviceable, especially with a Plasma Dragon. That should have Shaka. We'll give him the Illuminator gun sight to help make up for it. Armor piercing ammo, and then... We could go with the high capacity mags, but I'm actually going to go with the laser sight. I want to pile on as much aim as I can get. Also, the bonus crit is nice as well. What else have we got? What do we need? We need an engineer and a medic, both of whom have to be psychically active. So let's just take the best available. Psychically active, engineer, Nikola Tesla. Good enough. The Madman is going to be mad enough to get the job done. Aegis armor for the Madman. Let's go with Plasma Carbine to help with his foot speed. And we're going to need a shadow device, of course. Medic? Who's our medic? Anybody. Psychic active medic. That's all I want. Got... Jesus. Now, you know what? Let's take Joseph Lister instead. Lister's going to get Psychic EXP. I think that's a better choice. So let's grab the cleaner. A little Titan armor. We'll slap it on him. Do I want an infant? You know what? No. I'm going to go with the big boy gun for Joseph the Cleaner Lister. Let's give him a neuroregulator as well. And then I think Shadow. Yeah, I like this. Joseph needs Psychic EXP, so the neuroregulator has tangible benefits. And for a final unit, as strange as this may sound, I think I'm going to take a Rocketeer. Or am I? Okay, here's my thinking. With the swarming level Terra mission on this map in particular, you get a lot of guys blobbed up, so AoE damage is fantastic, and especially against chrysalids, which I'm expecting to see. We've been getting a lot of chrysalids lately. I would love to take another engineer. In fact, I would prefer to take another engineer. The problem is my engineers are either shitty or need to go into tube or aren't psychically active. And I mean, I would love to take another engineer here who could actually do damage. Like, say, Isaac Newton. Is Isaac Newton around? If Isaac Newton was available, I would absolutely... He's tired, never mind. Because I would absolutely take Isaac Newton, but I can't. So the next only option for AoEs is the ghetto option, which is going to be Jules Sci-Fi Vern. And you're like, you know, you could take J. Robert Oppenheimer. To which I say that if I'm going to get fucking stuck with a Rocketeer, that Rocketeer is going to be Jules Verne. Because J. Robert Oppenheimer is an oh shit. J. Robert Oppenheimer is an abominable trash fire. He really is. He's been bad in every possible situation. Jules Verne has been not great, but he's been vastly better. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to steal that scope, Shaka, because when it comes to scopes, we need all the goddamn help we can get for our Rocketeer. So plasma carbine, recoilless rifle, let's get the Illuminator gun sight there, and that's our team. Let's go try not to embarrass ourselves, folks. And on this one, for a change, we actually do have to try. We need to rescue some civilians.
Dropship has arrived.
Not a lot, because the panic in Mumbai is ridiculously low, and I still actually would have preferred this mission be in Brazil, because then I wouldn't have had to even care. I wouldn't have had to care, I wouldn't have had to try, it wouldn't have mattered at all. They just fucked around, basically, walked in, saved one civilian, and run away if the situation came down to it. Operation Driving Vengeance is a go. Off to Mumbai. I don't like to wish ill on the people of Brazil, but at this point I think things in Brazil are pretty much as bad as they can get. When the whole world is afire and things, I mean, can it get worse? The answer to that question is yes, it can always get worse. Live on this... Of course they started me back in the fucking trash hole by the dumpsters, where there's literally no cover. Because XCOM fucking hates me and wants me to fail. I hate this map. Oh good, and there's a trillion fucking aliens just right here so that I can't even move to cover without spawning between 1 and 9 pods. This is brilliant. This is why the Long War... You know, when they decided, oh, let's try and make the missions more dynamic by adding more map options. The players will like that. You know what? No, we actively dislike that. More map options is not a good thing. More map options is a bad thing. Because most of the maps you added are broken as fuck. And you get shit like this. Different spawn positions. There's a reason the original game designers put the spawn locations in the locations that they chose. They picked those for a reason, and the reason was these maps were designed with those locations in mind. That's how they worked. Those locations were chosen for a purpose. And when you start monkeying with it, you get shit like this, where I'm gonna have to come in, fight 10,000 aliens in a phone booth that I can't escape, and Van Dorn is gonna be completely useless here.
That's affirmative.
The salt is just pouring out of me. This is, I'm having not a fantastic build 15 day, and this is definitively not contributing to my build 15 feel goodness. It's one of those days, folks. It's one of those days. Like Fred Durst said, just one of those days. Everybody sucks. Everything is nuts. I don't remember the lyrics to that actual song, but I know Break Stuff was popular. Overwatch then for Loco, Tesla, Overwatch for you, Hedberg, Overwatch. It's Overwatch all the way around except for Shaka Zulu, who's gonna hump. Let's wait and see how many trillions of aliens wander into us and what abilities they have. What are you? Thin men. Alright, well, as things go, thin men are not an overwhelming level of resistance. Lister actually getting a little bit of Overwatch. Came up short.
Bloody hell.
Did every one of those... And what are you? Okay, so there's an entire pod of floaters behind us. Because we weren't already cornered enough. So there are 3 active pods all on our location. We've got this floater pod... This is why I hate this map. We're gonna save we're not gonna be able to save any civilians. There are no civilians near us, and we're gonna spend the entire map desperately trying to survive. Ah, build 15, you're such garbage. You're so bad. We're not even gonna be able to shoot here. I'm trying to figure out what like, if we can do anything that's even remotely useful. With those floaters behind us, we can't not go engage them. The only other thing we could do is run in here and try and kill all of the thin men, and then hole up in this warehouse. The problem with that is I don't think we're going to be able to do it, because there's too many guys and we don't have enough gun. Tesla could ease the... I mean, we're going to murder civilians if we do that. Tesla's going to friendly fire a trillion of them. I should have brought like 6 assault troopers. How many of these floaters are on Overwatch? All of them, probably. Those are heavy floaters too, so we're gonna get chewed apart by grenades. We cannot fight. This map is so... it's not just this map, although this map is bad. The map is bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to defend the map, it's shitty. This starting spot, though, is really the true problem. It's not the fact that the map is just shitty, although it is shitty. That starting location is untenable for XCOM. If there are enemies anywhere near us, you can't make anything work. There's nothing we can do to sort of try and fight our way out of this. There's nowhere we can actually fight from. I'm worried about how much Overwatch we're gonna take, because I'm guessing it's gonna be at least some. Pancakes. Can we do anything useful with you? No. Alright, Roosevelt, if you run and gun, can you do anything that's not... Well, I was going to say that's not tantamount to suicide, but this kind of is, and we still don't have a better option. So we're going to be fighting, I think, probably in this warehouse. 63% is, well, we don't miss. Thanks for missing.
Target's still up.
Oh, no, it's good. It's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. This isn't at all going to go just horribly for everyone. Jules Verne is not fast enough to even get himself to a position of safety. I mean, he literally cannot reach cover. Here. That's the one place he can get to, and he would be flanked if he got there. So, brilliant. Mitch? Also, what is flanking him? That guy? Maybe Mitch could get a shot at him. Tesla, what can you do? You know, we might be better off to just shadow device. In fact, we might have to shadow device. That might be the only way this works. If Tesla could get a kill here... He also destroyed something. There was some collateral damage there. But Tesla got the kill. If we were to bring Hedberg to here, he would be flanked by that guy. Is anybody going to be able to get a shot at that guy? That's the question. Possibly Joseph Lister could... You know what, Lister? Can you panic him? What's your panic chance like? You can't even see him. Because, sure, that's perfectly sensible that he would be invisible to you. No, it's totally makes sense. It's like, oh, you know, why can you see him? You shouldn't be able to see that guy. Shaka Zulu can't shoot. It's just not. Zulu's gonna go run behind a dumpster. I'm gonna have to use a fucking shadow device here. I don't have an option. We don't have a choice. So you can see 2 guys. Well, 59% there. It's unlikely to kill him, even if it hits. Hedberg or Lister is going to have to be the guy who drops the shadow. It should be Lister at this point. So let's bring Mitch Hedberg over here. We could have Mitch Hedberg hollow target the thin men. He has an outside chance to kill it. Even if he doesn't, he's going to improve Jules Verne's shot. I agree with you on the bullshit thing, by the way. Verne, please deliver. Not enough damage. Fantastic. Brilliant work. And then Joseph Lister has to drop a pointless... This is a fantastic use of a shadow device, by the way. I feel real good about this. So at a best case scenario, Eleanor Roosevelt is injured. Best case, Eleanor is injured. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking, you know what we could use is a bunch more guys in this shit. I didn't really feel as though the enemies had enough dudes. It felt a little underpowered. I'm glad they brought some reinforcements. Eleanor gets shot. Well, he is going to move because he's flanked. He's still going to have a flank shot at Eleanor Roosevelt, which he's going to avoid in order to shoot a civilian in the face. Well, I can't say that's the decision I would have made, but honestly, objectively, it's actually probably the right decision. Is there another thin man out there? Because those exile guys aren't active. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these floaters, by the way. They are here, and they're gonna be hounding us to the edge of the map. We're gonna be falling back for the entire map under cover of Shadow Device, because it's the only way we're not gonna die. XCOM is really weird. Build 15 is it's wearying me. It really is. It's really kind of getting to the point where I'm feeling a little ground down. We could walk up and double shot that guy into oblivion, but that definitely spawns the Exalt Troopers. Shaka Zulu only has 238% chances to hit that guy. Sure, that makes total perfect sense. Lister has a bunch of flank shots. Not that I expect us to get a chance to take any of them. Tesla could obliterate something with a grenade, or several somethings. We could really do a number on these guys. That cover, I think, is maybe the one chunk of indestructible cover on the map. Jules Verne isn't going to do shit. You know what? I think we're going to just have to Shadow Device again. Is Hedberg over in that pile? Mitch, are you over there? He is, so...
On my way.
Yeah, it's... Oh, fantastic. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed, Mitch. No, it's fine. In the there's no way to make everything worse category, I feel that we've reached it, so it's fine. It's all good. Build 15 is enjoyable and delightful and reasonable often. So let's just go ahead and shoot this. We might as well have Jules Verne try and do something. What did he get out of that? Like 14 damage tops? That's brilliant. Nah, that's fine. It's better than I expected, really. Edberg's going to be throwing a Shadow Device. Joseph Lister, we'll come back to you in a moment. Tesla, let's see if we can improve this situation any with a grenade. I find in life, largely, there's no situation that can't be at least slightly improved by the application of a grenade. I tend to find that grenades really are the cause of and solution to many of life's problems, much like alcohol. So you should have a better shot, double 43s. Well, I did say better, not good. Shock Attack Zulu getting it done with one, however. Nice work, Shaka. Wolverine, I don't really want to put you in acid, but putting you in acid is sort of the only way you're going to contribute anything. I mean, we could bring you here and have you shoot at that guy. Suddenly you can see the entire universe. I know everything. Oh, this will get a hit and run shot, because that guy's not in cover. And yeah, I was about to drop the I see everything, I know everything. I was going to go full Highlander quote there. And how did that guy get up there? Where's the Rocket Man, by the way? One of these guys has a rocket. We can't see the Rocket Man, that means the Rocket Man can't see us. And so you're shredded. On the plus side, at least we don't have to worry about the poison. That's like one of the few things we have working in our advantage. Poison is largely irrelevant to us thanks to our Titan armor. It does lower our... Is this not cover? Can't tell. Is that cover? That should be cover and full cover. Our Titan armor lets us ignore the acid. We can't be... It does still lower our damage reduction, which is terrible, but we don't take damage from being in the acid, which is good. And so, Dead Thin Man 1. More acid for Steve Irwin, because he loves the shit. Oh, that's right, mate. Steve Irwin, not afraid of a little acid. Why? Back when I was a lad, we used to bathe in this stuff. Well, you know, back when germs were a real problem, and we really had to try and make an effort to get rid of them. Those were the tough old days, mate. Tough old days, those. Alright, we need to see... Okay, Van Thorn. You still can't do anything. Let's move you back. You might be able to start picking off floaters. I need to know exactly how big of a area we can cover in this Shadow Device. Like, what tiles could I theoretically be in? Mitch has a very limited selection of available tiles. It's more really about Joseph Lister than anything else. I'd like Lister to be here and still be coverable by the Shadow Device. I want to make sure I can do that. Yes, I can, as long as this shelf does not cause me to misclick, which means we have a 67% chance to hit. If our panic chance is better, it is actively worse. Alright, well, let's take the 67 then. Well, nice try. Joseph Lister continues his campaign of coming up one fucking tile or 1 point of damage short of the homeland. Mitch Hedberg's going to drop his Shadow Device, and I don't know what the hell we're going to do next turn, because we only have one more Shadow Device in the bank, and we still got a ton of mission left. This one is looking like it's going to be a pretty tough road to hoe. Also, I'm just curious how many more aliens there are. I'm going to guess there's a lot. That guy's going to fall back. Rocket Man You know what, Rocket Man? If I have to sacrifice a civilian in order to keep you from shooting a rocket, I will do that 100 out of 100 times. Another civilian bites the dust. I don't think we're going to save anyone. At this point, I sincerely think 0 civilians is the most likely outcome. There just aren't going to be any left. You're going to move. Thank you, Acid, by the way. Oh, your little adaptive bone marrow, whatever, is going to patch that up. And you're on Overwatch. What are you doing? Running away. That guy can't even see anyone. Now he's standing in the open. He's still standing. Nope, he went to cover. Oh, Steve Irwin's going to go shoot all those guys in the back. So here comes our floater pal. He's got more friends. All right. One of them is behind that dumpster. Okay, so there, dumpster. There's another fucking floater. How many floaters are in that pod? I'm getting a little salty here. Little salty, gentlemen. And by a little salty, I mean a lot salty. So Steve Irwin's got some good shots. Oh, hey, he's healing a Thin Man. Exalt and Thin Man cooperation there. I don't, it's not a thing I want to see more of. Don't cooperate, aliens. Never mind, I thought we might be able to save that guy, but apparently this dude has figured out how to shoot through walls. He's got the fucking red faction scope on his gun, and he can just fire right through a wall. Must be nice. I wouldn't mind having a red faction scope for my gun. Shock Attack Zulu can't see anything. Van Dorn has... None of these guys have a shot at anything. It's fucking brilliant. I love fighting in this alley, by the way. It's the greatest fucking combat zone of all time. Just being stuck in a fucking blind alley where you can't see or hit anything. It's fantastic. Real good. It's real good. You know what? Just get up here, Van Dorn. Oh, you'll be able to see one of them next turn. Beautiful. Well, we don't need Mitch Hedberg anymore because his shadow device is spent. You can have him draw some over... We're in not fantastic spot here. Eleanor Roosevelt does not have a run and gun action. Steve Loco Irwin can come over here and definitely get 2 kills.
Roger, tracking.
This is fine. The Exalt Sentry, we got our lightning reflexes. Lightning reflexes held up. Oh, damn right, mate. Steve Irwin's not going down to some punk ass on Overwatch. It's not the way Steve's gonna go out. Certainly won't be getting taken out by a stingray. You know, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, mate. A stingray? Come on, man. That's not funny. Not funny at all. I don't normally feel guilty about some of my jokes, but that one, yeah, I don't feel good about that one. All right, so Shaka Zulu's best bet is probably just to go on Overwatch. Eleanor Roosevelt only has 1 target. And there is another Exalt trooper over here somewhere who we can't see and don't know what he's doing. That guy's in the open, though. We could probably kill him fairly easily. I mean, even if Joseph Lister could just get vision on him, he can probably kill him. He also... What's your chance to panic that floater? Pretty good. Alright, so I think we bring Lister to here, and we're going to have Lister... Oh, what's your... You can see that guy, and you can almost certainly... I'm trying to avoid having to use another shadow device. I don't want to have to use another frickin' shadow device. If I can not do that, I would love to. I've already used... Holy shit. Yeah, more aliens, because more pods is not ridiculous. We're not already fighting like 40 guys. I was just thinking, you know what, we could really use some more fucking guys. Mitch Hedberg is gonna go in the zone. Alright, well, we've got a trillion dudes. Just like a literal... all of the guys. We should probably have Mitch Hedberg move, because his position is not the safest. Lister, we're going to have you go ahead and panic the heavy floater. This will not work. Oh, no. He has floated. Okay, so the heavy floater is panicked. We got that going for us. That means Jules Verne has a chance to potentially get his dumbass somewhere that's at least marginally safe. I don't know where would be good to even put him. This doesn't... I was gonna say it doesn't seem terrible, but now that I actually look at it, it's worst possible location. So we're going to bring Jules Verne to here. Tesla is not going to have to use a shadow device, which is fantastic. We're going to bring him over here to that full cover. That just leaves Mitch Hedberg and Eleanor Roosevelt. I don't really want to get flanked, so I think we're going to have Eleanor Roosevelt come over here. She's going to reload. And as much as I don't necessarily like it, I also feel like Mitch Hedberg should probably move. Shaka Zulu is going to be on Overwatch. Hedberg, we're running out of shelves to hide behind. Look at Mitch dashing through that fire like a bold badass that he is. Mitch Hedberg is not afraid of fire. You can stay panicked. Another Exalt. The Rocket Man is dead, so we got that going for us. Smoke grenade. Smoke grenade. I don't care about a smoke grenade. I'll just not shoot you or throw a little grenade of my own. This guy will... Oh, Rocket Man is not dead. Rocket Man is alive. Rocket Man is a problem. So Steve Irwin's staying strong in his full cover, but he is now hollow targeted, and there is a Rocket Man over there. He's got to move. And Rocket Man needs to die. Well, that guy may just be dead. Steve Irwin, what was that? You missed a hollow target shot? Steve. Oh, Steve's getting shot here. Delayed reaction syndrome from Steve. He didn't actually realize he was injured until much later than normal. So he takes 15 damage in one turn through fucking... Now I'm real salty. No, salty is me, mate. That shit hurts. I don't know where that floater came from. Or that... I guess they somehow came around the back? In the likeliest of scenarios? Okay, so what do the mechtoids and sectoids do? I'm assuming there's a whole lot of masturbatory mind melding going on back there. Our team is too spread out. And Van Dorn is not helping. I don't suppose Van Dorn has a shot at anything anywhere on the map. Let's, like... Before we do anything else, we're going to see if we can get anything at all out of Van Dorn. He has a shot at the panicked heavy floater that can't miss. You know what? Killing that guy is extraordinarily useful. So go ahead and do that. 8 damage. We're going to have him go ahead and take the follow-up shot because he's not going to do anything else, possibly for the rest of the mission at this rate.
Target eliminated.
Alright, good. Jules Verne's got a couple flank shots. One, and you have a flank shot at that guy that can't miss and will probably produce a kill. That's respect. Jules Verne. I can't have you in here while these heavy floaters are alive because they will throw grenades at you, your cover will be destroyed, and you will be killed. Edberg. No. Okay. Not great. Steve Irwin is in World of Hurt here. He's very badly injured. We need to get Steve over to Joseph Lister for a little health care. Oh, I might feel like a stingray just stabbed me in the eye. Oh, that's not funny. That is definitely not funny. I can't have these heavy floaters alive. The problem is I don't see a way to kill them. I can't leave them alive, but I also can't actually make them be not alive. I could run and gun and shoot that guy. But I would need somebody else to contribute something against that guy, and I'm pretty sure I can't make that happen. I'm thinking about just full-on falling back. Just straight up running for it. What if we, like, turtled up back here? What if we came over here, saved this one civilian, and then turtled into this corner, and fought the rest of the mission here? Alternatively, we have one shadow device left. Only one, but we do have one shadow device left. Could we make that one shadow device count on also who Tesla has? Can we make it count? Probably. Steve Irwin being out of ammo really sucks. A lot. Alright, so Steve, up to here. We're going to have to use the shadow device. It's the only play that's going to make a difference here.
Okay.
So Eleanor Roosevelt moves to there. She's going to kill this man. You're dead. Probably in a single shot. Nope. Gonna need both of them. Fantastic. What was our other shot? The other shot was not fantastic. Oh, the rest of your shots are a joke anyway. Might as well go ahead and finish this guy. Sure, shoot him in the feet. Eleanor Roosevelt clearly trying to make certain that her foes can't run away from her, so she just goes for the foot shot. He can't run away if he ain't got feet. Steve Irwin's going to stand in the open and reload, which means we absolutely have to use the shadow device this turn. We're fully committed to the shadow device. So Nikola Tesla's going to step to here, and then the shadow device is going to be his responsibility. Mitch Hedberg. We need that guy dead. If you kill him, you can still move afterwards and theoretically get to the shadow device. Jules Verne, what can you see besides that guy? That guy. Oh, the problem is you have such a good shot at that man. that doesn't leave us enough on this guy to make him be dead. Not even with Mitch Hedberg. How badly fucked is Joseph Lister if he stays where he's at? Pretty badly fucked, actually. We can't... Alright. So we can bring Lister back. We're gonna try and hedge our bets. Probably should not do this, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, Lister... Oh, that was huge. Joseph Lister with a monster critical. That was huge. Alright, so Mitch Hedberg takes this shot. Can't miss. In the zone. Dead floor. Beautiful. That was brilliant. Nothing short of fantastic. This is a terrible shot. I don't care. I just want the holocaust. A kill would have been lovely, but we weren't going to get it. Jules Verne now finishes that guy off with a can't miss shot. And the critical. Beautiful. Verne delivers. Tesla's our only man left. The only game in town. He's got to throw the shadow device. We're covering up these units. We may have just bought ourselves one more turn of not being eliminated. Which is good, because at this point, I don't even think we're in a position where we could run away if we wanted. Rocket Man should not... Okay, good. Rocket Man has fallen back. I'm desperately concerned about the Rocket Man. I'm also desperately concerned about the length of this episode. We should consider probably wrapping this one up here in a moment. In fact, I think I'm just going to do that now. Alright, so the floaters have come in to make a nuisance of themselves. The sectoid is coming forward, probably to spot. This stuff should all be handleable. I think we're okay here. Sectoid, what are you doing? Coming up, stand next to a car that's probably going to get exploded. Exalt Trooper is moving around a corner, dodging the fire. He's actually trying to make his way through because he can't run through the fire. Only we may run through fire. We're tempered in fire. We were born in fire, we're forged in fire, and likely we will all die in a fire because that's the way the campaign is looking. We're going to die in a giant base fire. And on that cheery note, I think I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more XCOM The Long War, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day, in which usually a vast number of civilian casualties are endured, because that's the way I roll. If you'd like to catch that, hey, subscribe. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.